Hello, third graders. Welcome to lesson 5.11. Today, we are going to talk about a marching band. A little bit, not for too long, but these guys are in a marching band. They would perform at like a football game or in a parade. My daughter wants to do marching band when she gets to high school, and you might want to do that too. Our first problem is about a marching band, and you're going to actually we're going to be working in your math journal through most of this video. So go ahead and grab it and find page 185. Okay, let's look at this problem. Our title says breaking apart in different ways. Math message. The marching band is planning their next show. They begin by forming an array with 7 rows and 6 marchers in each row. Then they separate into 2 smaller arrays that still have 6 marchers in each row. Use centimeter cubes to show one way they could do this. Well, we're going to use our grids instead of centimeter cubes. Record your thinking by shading in squares on one of the grids below. Then repeat showing a different way the band could do this. All right, so I have the marching band here, right? We have 7, right? And 6. And I think it actually says that they did 7 one way and 6 the other way. So I think I got to turn these guys here. Woo! Now they're sideways. So now there's 7 rows and each one has 6. So they separate into 2 smaller arrays that still have 6 marchers in each row, right? So now they're going to split apart. And where could they split? Maybe they could split right here. And these guys would go this way, and these guys would go this way. So this is one way that they could split. And so let's draw that here. We're going to need to do some shading. And so the way that we split those up is that we had a 2 by 6 array at the top. So let's put a 2 by 6 array here. Let's see. Well, that's not going so well. Let's try that again. Maybe I'll draw it like this. You can shade in the boxes. Four, 5, 6, right? This is 2 by 6. Okay. And then the other one is going to be 5 by 6. Well, let me move this up a little bit. That I can do. All right, so 2 by 6. And you might have to change yours a little bit. And then 5 by 6, right? So 5 down and 6 across. So what we did was we took a 7 by 6 array and we changed it into 2 other arrays. Okay, so now we want to figure out a different way to divide these up. So where could we divide them? Let's see. Let's divide them right here. Maybe the group went up this way and this group went up this way. So now look, we now have 3 rows and 4 rows. So what I want you to do on that page here, right? Here we had 2 and 5, right? 2 times 6 and 5 times 6. This time I want you to do 3 down and 6 across. And 4, right? We're splitting this 7 by 6 array into 2 smaller arrays. All right, so let's keep going with this. Now, think about how this could be useful, right? Now, if you had this array, right, 7 times 6, and if you didn't know 7 times 6, you might do what we did. Right? You might find some arrays that you do know, right? You probably know your 2s and your 5s really well. Okay, and so up here, 2 times 5 or 2 times 6 is 12. And down here, this is 5 times 6. That's 30. And then we just can put those together to get 42. Okay, so this is going to be our strategy today. It's the one that we're working on. You're seeing here that says I will be able to decompose, right? That means we're taking apart, right? Which is what we did, factors to solve multiplication facts. Okay, so we're going to continue in your math journal here on question number 1. Now, question 1 says you have a rectangular garden that is 7 feet wide and 8 feet long. I'm going to make this bigger here. Can I get rid of that? Yes. There we go. Now we can all see better. You have a rectangular garden that is 7 feet wide and 8 feet long. You decide to plant flowers in one section and vegetables in another. Sketch at least 2 different ways you can partition. Partition means divide. And if you think about the word partition, it has the word parts in it. Or part, right? It means to split into parts. How are you going to divide your garden into 2 rectangular sections? Label the side lengths of each of your new rectangles. All right, so we are going to do this now. We are going to show 2 different ways. So I'm going to suggest that you look for 5s, right? Because a lot of people know their 5s really, really well. So if let's split this, how about right there? Okay, and so now, right, the 7, let's split it into what would equal 7? 2 and 5, right? 2 times 5. And 2 times, not 2 times 5, 2 plus 5. So now here, instead of having one big thing of 7, we have 2 and 5. And so we can use this, right? 8 times 2 is 16. And 8 times 5 is 40. And then we can put those together to get the answer, and we'll do that down here. Okay. In fact, let's write that down here. We ended up with 2 times 8 and 5 times 8. And we put those together. 40 plus 16 would be 56. Let's think of another way to do that, right? How do you want to, how could we split this one right here? Okay, I like to look for 5s. We could split it this way. You want to split it that way? You could also look for 2s. 2s, everybody knows their 2s pretty well. So let's make this 5 and 3. So 5 times 7, what would go here? What's 5 times 7? 35. And then here we have 3 times 7. 3 times 7 is 21. And when we put those together, I bet we get 56 again. Yep. So you can see how you can you can kind of take apart a multiplication fact. All right. So what we are going to do, right? There's our objective today. You are going to be working on the other 2 problems in your math journal on page 186. And let's do a little preview of these problems. You can see that your friend is going to want to divide something up. Okay? You're going to be showing how you're going to break it up, right? You're going to draw on here, just like I did. And then you're going to tell the 2 problems that you would do. Okay, and then the same thing down here. We're going to split this into 2 parts. Don't split it into 3 parts, 4 parts, right? That's too much. Just split it into 2 parts and then figure out, what the answer is using that strategy. All right, 3rd graders. That is all for today. Our objective here today, I think it was on this screen. Yep, we are decomposing factors to solve multiplication facts, and that is all in this standard that we have been working on a whole lot lately about multiplying within 100, okay? Meaning answers that are between 0 and 100. If you need any help with anything 3rd grade, please reach out and let me know, and good luck.